Have you ever wondered what it feels like to be incredibly rich? Imagine the thrill of throwing caution to the wind, where money is no object and the world is your oyster. Many of us have a perception of wealth, often filled with glitz, glamour, and endless opportunities. But is that all there is to it? Today, we're embarking on a journey exploring the lives of the extraordinarily wealthy beyond the surface level. Stay tuned as we delve into the lives of individuals who know exactly what it feels like to have a bank account that reads like a phone number. Imagine waking up one day to find out you've won millions in a lottery. Your heart thumps in your chest, your hands tremble with the ticket, and your mind races with a whirlwind of thoughts. This is exactly what happened to our friend John, a school teacher from a small town. For John, it was just another ordinary day. He bought his usual lottery ticket from the corner store on his way home, not expecting much. But as the numbers on the screen matched with the ones on his ticket, his life was about to take an extraordinary turn. His initial reaction was of disbelief. His eyes darted back and forth between the ticket and the television screen. He pinched himself, checked the ticket again, and even had his elderly neighbor confirm the numbers. Once the reality set in, he was on cloud nine. He danced around his living room, shouting with joy, and soon his laughter echoed through the quiet streets of his neighborhood. John quickly found himself in a new world where he could afford luxuries he had only dreamt of. He bought a spacious house, a shiny new car, and funded his children's education in the best schools. He donated generously to charities, helped his friends and family, and even planned an extravagant vacation around the world. But as the novelty of his newfound wealth began to wane, John grappled with an emotional turmoil. He felt isolated as old friends distanced themselves, jealous of his windfall. He struggled with the fear of losing his wealth and the pressure of making the right financial decisions. He worried that his children might grow up entitled, and his own identity became overshadowed by his wealth. In his journey from rags to riches, John discovered that wealth is a double-edged sword. It can open doors to opportunities and luxuries, but it can also bring about unexpected challenges and emotional distress. So while money can buy a lot of things, it certainly brings its own unique set of challenges. Now, let's shift gears and look at someone who earned their fortune through innovation and hard work. Consider our tech entrepreneur, a visionary who saw an opportunity in a world where digital technology was booming. She was just a regular woman with a regular job, but she had a dream to create something that could change the world and in the process change her life. She started with just an idea, a concept that had potential. She worked tirelessly, often sacrificing sleep and social life to bring her vision to life. She faced countless rejections, people telling her it couldn't be done, that it was too ambitious. But she persevered, fueled by her unwavering belief in her idea. Eventually, her hard work paid off. Her tech startup took off, and before long, she was a millionaire. But with wealth came change. She had more freedom, more resources, but also more responsibility. She could afford to live in luxury, but she also had to manage a growing company, take care of her employees, and continue to innovate in a fiercely competitive market. Being rich, she realized, was not about the money. It was about the opportunities it provided, the doors it opened. She could now invest in other startups, support causes she believed in, and help others achieve their dreams, just as she had. However, it wasn't all roses. The pressure was immense, the expectations high, but she embraced it, saw it as a challenge rather than a burden. She understood that wealth wasn't just about personal gain, but about making a difference, about leaving a legacy. So she continued to work, to innovate, to inspire. She understood that her wealth was a tool, a means to an end, and she used it to create, to build, to make the world a better place. As we can see, building a fortune from the ground up can be as rewarding as it is challenging. What about those who are born into wealth? Let's explore this perspective. Imagine being a newborn, swaddled in cashmere blankets, cradled in a golden crib, your nursery overlooking sweeping vistas. This is the reality for those who are born into wealth. From the get-go, they're immersed in a world where luxury is the norm, not the exception. Growing up, they're chauffeured to exclusive private schools, rubbing shoulders with the offspring of other high-net-worth individuals. Their playgrounds, sprawling estates, private yachts, and five-star resorts, their toys, the latest tech gadgets, designer clothes, and rare collectibles. But it's not all glitz and glamour. Behind the scenes, there's a unique perspective on money and wealth that's being shaped. They see money not as an end goal, but as a tool that can open doors, create opportunities, and affect change. They're taught that with great wealth comes great responsibility. They learn about the power of philanthropy, of using their wealth to make a positive impact. Yet, it's also a world riddled with expectations. There's the pressure to maintain the family legacy, to grow the family fortune. The fear of failure is amplified when the stakes are so high. Every decision they make, every risk they take is under intense scrutiny. And then there's the challenge of forming genuine relationships. With wealth comes the constant question of motive. Are people drawn to them for who they are or for the thickness of their wallet? In this world, wealth is a double-edged sword. It can unlock doors, but it can also build walls. It can bring comfort, but it can also bring isolation. It can provide freedom, but it can also create a gilded cage. Being born into wealth may seem like winning the lottery, but it comes with its own set of expectations and pressures. So, what does it really feel like to be incredibly rich? Picture the sheer joy of a life-altering lottery win, the sense of accomplishment from a tech entrepreneur's triumph, and the mixed feelings of an heir born into wealth. Each story teaches us that wealth, no matter how it's obtained, can bring a mix of happiness, challenges, and pressures. We hope you enjoyed our exploration into the lives of the immensely wealthy. Please comment below with your thoughts, like this video if you found it interesting, and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Until next time.